was recently involved
Cum.
stealing toys.
Lots and lots of cum.
How much cum?
Plenty.
How much cum were they bringing? Where was all the cum going?
It's going to near form. Why do they need that much cum? Sorry, Spider-Man, but we need infinite energy. And and semen is just the right kind. No, but the semen is filled with babies. You're essentially killing babies. Tell that to people who get abortions, Spider-Man. No! This is not fair. Semen!
I don't know where we started this episode, but I think we did. Hi.
Spider-Man, you're not gonna stop me from drinking the semen. But I thought it was for energy. I lied. I was running out of juices, and I just needed more in my mouth.
Semen is not, like, drinkable, though. It's, like, thick
It's
and, like...
close. It's close.
It's thick and, like... Okay, who has, like, watery...
From experience.
Who has watery semen?
I'll take a look before someone.
I drink a lot of water in my free time.
Well, that doesn't impact it. I'm saying, like, who has watery semen? Like, semen is thick.
Why doesn't semen get, like... You know how when you
Buffs?
eat a lot of greens?
DLC.
No. you know how when you eat a lot of greens, your poop's green? Why can't I like change the color of my semen?
You want green semen?
I think it'd be funny.
I would laugh on Reddit.com.
Wow. Black Lives Matter, huh? Huh? No. Sorry. I'm deleting the game. No.
Let's see.
I don't like politics in my video game. I'm gonna go play Metal Gear Solid 3. No politics whatsoever in that game.
Shit.
Oh, let's go!
Uptown Pride. Ooh!
Hey!
Thanks, neighbors.
We did it.
Oh, okay. That fucking
Very political
that
statement.
fit is pretty good. I love the way that I was just clearing
Miles?
some stuff for Miles. I was clearing some shit from my phone and I love that I love how Robin Hood like says like when you buy a thing it's like your order for Dogecoin has been executed.
Brutally murdered. Beheaded. Yeah, we did it. It's like a hitman.
We got you the Dogecoin, Loos.
Robin Hood's doing some weird shit. I heard, weren't they like selling people's like stocks for them?
Yeah, if you had like
specifically?
GameStop, that happened to me actually. If you had GameStop stock, like they sold it for you.
What the fuck? Like, I guess it's not a free market after all, Spider-Man.
Hang on to it. Thank you.
I don't know why I'm talking like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Are you in or are you out, Spider-Man?
What I hate about how Norman dies in the OG movie in the first Spider-Man was how fucking his board gets launched and he's just like, oh.
It's so good. I love it.
Hate that.
Too close, isn't it? Gotta step back. There we go. Well, come on. We're good now. What? How am I still too close?
Yeah,
This is not how audio works.
Hi, Pete. You're looking a little down.
There we go.
Yeah,
We're making beats, Spider-Man.
ReZero Season 2, fucking great.
Hold on.
Love that shit.
Hold on. Why is this not playing?
We're talking about Attack on Titan now. Because you said you had shit to say about both those shows. Attack on Titan and Promised Neverland.
I watched Promised Neverland Season 1. Mm-hmm. Did you watch Promised Neverland at all? It's a really, like, good show.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
And it kind of has that, like, you know, when an anime comes out and it becomes like an instant hit, right? And it's like, it just has a certain quality to it that like even new people into anime would just like it.
Yeah.
Like how Attack on Titan, the first episode's really just, I like it. It's a really good like first episode. It catches you, and entices you to keep watching. And like Sword Art Online also did that too. Like those like Death Note, those kinds of animes. Promised Neverland was kind of like that, and it was really popular. And like it had a really good first episode, and it just kept getting better and better. Now,
did they not stick the landing?
Oh, I did. No. Season 1 did stick the landing. It was season 1's all good. Like I really liked it. What happened is
apparently the manga kind of got nerfed, right?
The manga just ended. I think it ended like, kind of out of nowhere, and it wasn't an ending that. It was a. I don't know. I didn't read too much into it, but apparently a lot of people didn't really like the ending all too much.
Yeah.
But
the director is heavily involved with season 2. For anybody who wants to know,
the manga.
Yeah, he's heavily involved with season 2.
Which is weird because of the stuff that I've heard about it, but we'll get into that. But man, I'm really liking this suit.
Yeah, it's a nice look.
So,
black and yellow. Yellow is not usually a Spider-Man color.
It's like a gold. It's like a really, really yellow gold. I like that kind of gold. Even the gold's not like too much like that. But what I was saying is that I did also do this thing sometimes with anime where I watch an anime episode and then catch up on the manga and see like if there's any changes and all that. And the manga had a lot of internal dialogue, whereas the anime kind of went in a different direction of that. And it was kind of like you don't know what the character's thinking.
Yeah.
It did like that style. It did work, and it did make a lot of things like the mystery, you know, what's gonna happen next, and it did do a lot of that. But you did miss out on a lot of like character traits that some characters had when they thought and all that. And I heard it's just like overall like the manga and the anime are both really good, but like in terms of like, you know, source material, it did deviate a little bit. Not too much story-wise, but like in how it presented itself. And then now I'm hearing, I haven't started season 2 yet, but now I'm hearing about what's happening with should we do the last mission?
The last mission?
Yeah. No?
Just keep fucking doing side quests.
Alright. I don't have any more side quests, I just have these now.
Okay.
But it's fine. I heard season 2 from a lot of the manga readers have seen like clips from the trailers, the PVs, and also episode titles, and saw that it seems as though
oh wait, hold on. Can you stay zoomed in on the suit real quick? That's a nice texture.
Has like a nice little pattern. Yeah.
That's a sick ass suit.
The fuck? What is this noise? Is it in here? Okay, there goes the truck. Alright, let me take a sample of your truck. I'm gonna use it.
Aye.
If he's attacking Lady Liberty, I'd better get over there and
Y'all wanna hear my beats? Well, what I was saying is that apparently from episode titles and footage in the trailers and what the next episode preview, apparently it's skipping like 3 whole arcs, and one of it, I think it's called like the Pondy Gold arc, is like a really, really like fan favorite. And we it's not conclusive yet whether or not maybe they're moving stuff around or it's like it's doing something differently. But if it does skip 3 arcs, that's really like, that's kind of sad that is doing that, because I never like it when adaptations do stuff like that, where it's like a whole thing gets cut out for no, like, just to like save on time or some shit.
Because they did do something like that for Kaguya, where they skipped the whole arc, but they did it because it's a really like big arc. So they decided what they're gonna do.
Gonna come, like,
and everybody
after?
assumes is they're probably gonna do it for season 3.
Okay.
So they move like timeline wise, it's like they did it because timeline wise it wouldn't have like affected much. So I think that's why they like moved it around.
It comes with the issue with like seasonal stuff. This only really happens with seasonal stuff where they move scenes around to like give a greater impact to like endings of seasons and beginnings of seasons. Because when the mangaka is writing the manga, it's not they don't really care. They don't make it in 12 episode like arcs, you know. That's like one thing that long running anime kind of has on seasonal. Whereas you mean whereas seasonal, obviously it's more condensed and it could usually seasonal animes look better and have better production value.
Yeah, I can't really think besides like
Super
One Piece or like Naruto, like the last time an anime was just like
long running.
Yeah, it just keeps going like every week type of deal.
Well, I mean, Super did it, and Super did it.
Well, that's just another shonen. I'm talking about like a regular ass show.
Oh, well, I mean, you just named all just a bunch of shonens. Yeah, I can't.
Spider Senfu.
It's because when you're like thinking of doing a long-running anime.
Do we really have nothing left to do in the game?
We just have crimes, just regular old crimes, like these, and just like these little do-dads. Let's do the stealth challenge. I'll just do that real quick. Sorry, J. Jonah Jameson. With long-running anime, you want to make sure that the anime not only can be done weekly, you know? Like Dragon Ball can be done weekly.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it's not like it isn't like crazy animation wise, but like, you know, it's just it's like simple, like the transformations can save a lot of time on animating and all that.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But like you want to make sure you're like the manga
Sailor
you're
Moon
choosing.
has entered the chat.
Yeah. You want to save. You want to make sure you're gonna make your money back, you know, and people are gonna watch it weekly for that long. So that's why it's usually only like, you know, the big 3 of shonen, you know, the most popular magazine, the most popular 3 animes. And even then, like, they're not gonna do My Hero. They're not gonna do My Hero long form because obviously they're just gonna straight up just catch up to the manga anyway. Because they kind of did the anime, and then the anime blew up, and then they were pretty close behind the manga, so they can't really switch to long form. But to do something long form, you need something huge, you know. Hajime no Ippo, the first I forgot that you got to do this really well, and I'm talking right now, but fuck me. What I was saying is... What was I saying? Luis?
You were talking about long form anime, but we were talking about Promised Neverland.
I know, but like I just said something. I'm not gonna abandon this. Because that takes a lot of like...
You're abandoning a mission? He's not a real gamer.
I'm sorry guys. What I was saying is that seasonal anime just perform better, and you're not gonna really have romance animes go on for too long. Oh yeah, Hajime no Ippo. Hajime no Ippo, the first anime, went on for like 75 episodes. It was kind of long running, and then I think they caught up to the manga, and it was a good place to stop. And then later on, they did seasonal. And then it's been a while since anything about the anime was being mentioned. I really hope it does get adapted, because it's really fucking good. I just Hajime no Ippo is just one of my favorite sports animes.
Wait, hey, there's the phone one.
What do we do, man?
I don't know.
Should we just do the final mission? What I was saying is that
I don't know. Will we beat the game?
Yeah. I guess it must be done.
We only got one episode left.
I'll just finish talking about Attack on Titan then, really quick. Attack on Titan season 4 is being done by an entirely different studio.
The GOAT, Mappa.
Went from Wit Studios, who did Vinland Saga, which is another banger of an anime, to Mappa, who... I don't know what's going on at Mappa, the management studio, but I don't know why they're deciding to just take on every single big anime. Like, I don't know why they're just like, yeah, give it all to me.
Besides the Jujutsu and Attack on Titan, what else have they been doing?
Attack on Titan, God of High School, give that all to me. Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, yeah, give that to me as well.
God of High School, mid-anime, but man, the animation is fucking gorgeous.
I heard Chainsaw Man is really fucking good, so I hope...
Is that the dude who has a chainsaw for a head?
I don't know, Luis. Could it be that the Chainsaw Man has a chainsaw on his head? Oh yeah, it is. And also, I think the author also did Fire Punch.
They did.
Pretty sure that author did Fire Punch. No, wait. Did they? I heard Fire Punch was another good manga.
They've done a lot of shit. I think that's the point.
Yeah. And what happened with Attack on Titan was the guys who have the guys who own the, you know, the rights to it, right? They're really pushing it. They want to finish the anime like around the same time the manga finishes it, right?
Okay. That's
and so
weird.
Yeah, it's super weird, and I don't know why they're trying to do this. But basically, Wit Studios was like, man, we don't want to fucking do that shit. That's too hard to animate. And then it was basically up to like whichever studio comes up and gets it, right? And no one was really budging for it. And then Mappa came up and is like, you know what? Give it to me. And then now Mappa had like 10 months to basically make the anime, which is a small amount of time. And now what's happened is that the quality in animation, it's Mappa level, it's pretty good, but they definitely, for like the Titans, right, they've resorted to using a lot more CGI.
From what I've heard though, like,
but the CGI is good. Like, CGI in anime has gotten way better.
No, but from what I've heard is that, like, people complaining about the CGI are, like, clearly just mad about it. Because, like, apparently the CGI in previous seasons was way, way worse.
Upside down. What's going on?
To be fair to those previous seasons, the CGI wasn't used as much. And also, that was, like... Season 2 was, like, had CGI, and that was, like,
It's like 2015.
When did Season 2 come out? Yeah. Definitely CGI has become a lot more viable and better. I mean, look at Beastars, really good. What was the other one? Like Dorihimo? Yeah, however you say that.
It's not that hard.
That one is also full CG, and more people are kind of warming up to CG, but there's still like a huge misconception against, just because of Berserk and all the like most CG animes have been kind of trash until then, that there's a misconception that all CG is bad. Get CG out of here. CG is for lazy people, right?
You do definitely have to like give a little effort though, because
CG still takes effort though.
No, I'm saying like to make it look great, because because I mean, traditional animation has been used for so long, so these people know how to do it, right? But
like, it's not like they're just stealing the models from like the fucking video game and putting on the screen without like even moving. It's like, finally, we don't need to do any work. They have so like
I've seen a few like, you ever just be watching an anime but like they 3D animate the crowd and it's just like, oh.
I mean, usually when it's a crowd, it's like, it's not that noticeable.
I for some reason I'm like usually always able to notice it, and I kind of hate that I'm always able to notice it.
You wear pointy ears to sci-fi conventions, don't you?
To be fair, like animating the Titans and all that is really
no, I'm not saying
work.
that to like.
I know, and I'm just saying it to people that people have been sending Mappa death threats over this. Death threats over. One of the worst one was episode 3, I think, had a huge moment. Episode 3 or 4 had a huge moment that so many people, you know how people do like get like manga panels and then edit it to like the anime soundtrack and stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. People have been doing it to the scene for a long time and using a specific soundtrack that they think would fit. Which, me personally, it's a cool soundtrack, but like that soundtrack means like betrayal and all that, and that scene's not really betrayal. It's something else. And they use a different soundtrack, and so many people send death threats over it.
For season 4, different studio, but they brought on the same composer, right?
It's like a mix, cause I don't want to like talk too much about it, but like it's like they're in a different place. They're using a different like composer he's been doing a good job. Like the soundtrack's been still amazing, and then when they go back to like where the anime's usually been set into, then it's going back to the original composer. And they've still been using OST from the past soundtracks. So you making the noise? Oh, it's this guy. Where's block? What am I doing now? Too close. Yeah. This good? We good?
No.
Oh, man, I don't like doing this. It's too weird. Okay, the beers. No? What am I missing here? This thing. I'm too close. Let me record it. It's literally the same sound wave. Oh, there we go. I think they've been doing a great job at adapting stuff, and the character design has changed a little bit. Cause when the anime first started, the author wasn't really particularly the best
at drawing,
and a lot of characters. It's like the Jujutsu Kaisen has been said to have like a chicken scratch style, where it's like very sketchy. And I'm not saying the Jujutsu Kaisen's thing's bad, but like the Attack on Titan art was less like. He's definitely improved over time, but at the start it was very
rough,
hard to like translate it to anime. So it was like kind of like they worked with them and made their own character. They like kind of like just made their own character designs, not like original, but like as close as they possibly can. And then as the artists gotten better, characters started looking more defined. And this new season's more like closer to
his art style,
manga art style. And a lot of people just weren't with it.
Mysterio got to.
And a lot of people were against it. And a lot of people were just a lot of like, it's hard to call them like actual like real fans. If you're gonna send death threats to a guy because he directed an episode and you didn't like, they didn't use my soundtrack. They didn't use the soundtrack that I wanted.
It's like, to me it's the same
like,
thing. It always goes back to this, doesn't it, Harry? To me it's the same thing as like when people send death threats to the domestic girlfriend mangaka for like not picking Rui, because it was just like, Why?
It's like go outside,
It's
man.
like, yeah, go outside, dude. Fuck. I guess next episode, the finale?
Keep away from me.